दोस्तों सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड हो जाने के बाद हम शुरू करते हैं अभी क्लोरीन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स. Okay, so chlorine itself has to be learned, and then we will be studying about HCl, okay, which is a compound of chlorine. So title देता हूँ दोस्तों मैं, and that is chlorine and its compounds. उसमें शुरू करते सबसे पहले about chlorine itself. Actually इसको डाइक्लोरीन बोलना चाहिए, so with the formula of that is Cl2. We start with the preparation of that. Preparation में पहला point है, it's about oxidation of HCl by oxidizing agent. So the first one we have is MnO2 and HCl. It will give you MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. दूसरा common oxidizing agent है, that is KMnO4 plus HCl, that is going to give you KCl plus MnCl2 plus H2O and Cl2. तो आप देख सकते हो chlorine gas can be liberated by the oxidation of HCl by what? The oxidizing agent. Okay, -1 charge है, यहाँ पे 0 हो जाएगा तो oxidation हो गया HCl का. So ये हो गया पहला preparation, okay, of Cl2. The next part we go into, that is called as a decon process. अब दोस्तों decon process is also nothing but it's oxidation of HCl. लेकिन इस बार by atmospheric oxygen, copper chloride is a catalyst, and the temperature is going to be at around 723 Kelvin. So the reaction will be like HCl plus O2, CuCl2 and 723 Kelvin, and it is going to give you H2O plus Cl2. Okay, ये दूसरा process है of preparation of chlorine. इसके बाद we go into the electrolytic process. Electrolysis of brine. Brine मतलब normally we talk about 10% of NaCl. So I take 2 moles of NaCl. It gives me 2 Na plus and 2 Cl minus. Now, when we take water, it gets converted into H2 plus 2 OH minus. Okay, now Na plus will combine with OH minus, 2 of those, and resulting in the formation of NaOH. Alright, next is when we talk about here with respect to electrons. Now the electrons यहाँ पर accept होगा, 2 electrons will be accepted in this particular case. So this reaction is called as cathode reaction. Okay, now when you talk about Cl minus, so it is going to give you Cl plus electron minus. I multiply the entire reaction by 2, and then this 2Cl is getting converted to chlorine gas. This is the reaction at anode. So chlorine gas is evolved like this. So first of all we have water molecule. It is going to gain electrons, 2 electrons it is going to gain. So as a result of which it is going to give you nothing but H2 as well as OH minus. Alright. Now this OH minus is going to combine with the Na plus, is going to give you NaOH. The chloride ions which are going to be formed over here, that is going to be converted into chlorine atoms, okay, with the loss of electrons. And the chlorine atoms then combine with each other to give you a chlorine gas. So this is all about electrolysis of brine, या फिर हम बोलते 10% of NaCl, and this is the third method of preparation of what? Chlorine. पहला तो oxidation of HCl by oxidizing agent, second one was Decons process, and the third one was electrolysis of brine. Now we discussed some of the physical properties of Cl2. पहला पॉइंट है, it is a greenish yellow gas. It has a very suffocating odor. It is going to be poisonous at higher concentration. It can be liquefied to a greenish yellow liquid, and this liquid boils at around 293 Kelvin. It is soluble in water, and that is called as chlorine water. Alright, so greenish yellow gas, suffocating odor है उसका, poisonous है अगर वो concentration उसका high है तो, liquefy तो greenish yellow liquid मिलेगा, boil करेंगे तो 293 Kelvin पे वो boil होना शुरू हो जाएगा. Soluble है पानी में, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं chlorine water. It is going to be around 2 to 5 times heavier than air. Because air basically consists of what? Nitrogen as well as oxygen. Okay, nitrogen का mass is around 28, oxygen का mass is around 16, लेकिन one chlorine has a mass of around 35.5. Alright, so as a result of which what we say is कि nitrogen gas, when I talk about N2 तो nitrogen N2 करेंगे तो 14, 14, 28 होगा. अगर सिर्फ atomic form में रखा तो 14 होगा. O2 का भी ऐसा ही है कि अगर 16, 16 किया तो 32 होगा. लेकिन क्लोरीन का Cl2 किया तो ClCl तो 35.5, 35.5 तो वो हो जाएगा 71. Alright, so its mass is going to be quite high, and therefore we say it is heavier as compared to that of what? Air. Alright, तो ये हो गया इसका physical properties as far as chlorine is concerned. Alright, and I'm sure that you have understood the preparation as well as the properties of chlorine, physical properties, yes, chemical properties अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्तों. Okay, तो I guess यहाँ तक आपको अच्छी तरह से समझ में आ गया होगा. Now my dear friends, after we discuss about the preparation and the physical properties, now we go into the next one, and that is chemical properties of chlorine. So when we talk about chemical properties of chlorine, chlorine is quite reactive, and that is going to be evident by the various substances with which chlorine reacts. Okay, तो पहले हम शुरू करते हैं metals के साथ. So say for example aluminium, it reacts with chlorine, it gives you AlCl3. Sodium के साथ react होता है तो it is going to give you NaCl. Fe के साथ react होता है तो it is going to give you FeCl3, ferric chloride. Okay, so यहाँ पे 0 चार्ज है और यहाँ पे -1 चार्ज है. Alright, तो 0 to -1 मतलब reduction, और ये 0 to plus मतलब oxidation. Okay, that way also the reaction can be seen. We go into non-metals. Non-metals में we talk about P4, it reacts with Cl2, वो देगा आपको PCl3, S8 plus Cl2, it gives you sulfur dichloride, that is H2Cl2. Okay, this is something but a monohalide also we can say, but it is a dimer, so that's why we say it is disulfur dichloride, or just simple SCl. Next one is its affinity towards hydrogen is very high. Affinity towards hydrogen is going to be very, very high, and as a result of which it is going to directly combine with hydrogen, and it results in the formation of HCl, or it can react with hydrogen if it is present in the compound form, okay, in such a way that it will give you HCl, and plus the other compound is going to be separated out from this. So that much of affinity, attraction is there for hydrogen as far as chlorine is concerned. Not only combines with hydrogen directly, but if hydrogen is in the form of a compound, then also the chlorine will attract the hydrogen towards itself and separating the other substance. Okay, then यहाँ पर sulfur is being separated. So this is with respect to affinity of hydrogen. Next one is we talk about reaction with ammonia. दोस्तों अमोनिया का रिएक्शन का जो प्रोडक्ट्स बनता है वो आधारित है ऑन द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ अमोनिया एज वेल एज Cl2. देखो कैसे होता है, बहुत सिंपल है ये. NH3 plus Cl2, it is going to give you NH4Cl plus N2 अगर अमोनिया एक्सेस में है तो. Similarly, NH3 plus Cl2, अगर Cl2 is in excess, तो we get NCl3 as well as HCl. Okay, this is a reaction with ammonia. Next one is we talk about, and that is reaction with alkali. So we talk about NaOH plus Cl2, it gives you NaCl plus NaOCl plus H2O. Okay, यहाँ पर जो NaOH यूज किया है that is a diluted one and cold. लेकिन अगर मैंने NaOH hot and concentrated यूज किया है तो थोड़ा सा फर्क ये आएगा प्रोडक्ट्स में कि NaCl तो मिलेगा ही, NaOCl की जगह पर you get NaClO3 plus H2O. This is sodium hypochlorite and this is sodium chlorate. ओके तो आप देख सकते हो ऑक्सीजन का प्रमाण बढ़ जाता है, इधर एक ही ऑक्सीजन, इधर 3 ऑक्सीजन है। वो ऑक्सीजन हमें मिलता कहाँ है? NaOH से, और वो हॉट और कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड है। ओके यानी यहाँ पर उसकी मात्रा ज़्यादा है, इसलिए यहाँ पर NaClO3 मिल रहा है। ओके उसी प्रकार से अगर कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड is treated with Cl2, we get CaOCl2 plus CaCl2 plus H2O. So this is nothing but bleaching powder. Okay, this is bleaching powder. So this is reaction with alkali. Okay, अब next हम लोग consider करेंगे and that is about hydrocarbons. मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया मीथेन का, इट्स एन अल्केन Cl2 in presence of UV light, तो it gives you CH3Cl plus HCl. So this is a substitution reaction. Okay, लेकिन अगर मैंने CH2 double bond CH2 ऐसे दिखाया plus Cl2, तो it is going to give you CH2 single bond CH2. One chlorine will attack this carbon, the other chlorine attack this carbon. So this is called as 1,2-dichloroethane. And this is nothing but, ये जैसा substitution reaction है तो ये हो गया addition reaction. ओके तो अगर क्लोरीन एक सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहा है तो इट इज गोइंग टू अंडरगो वन सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन, लेकिन अगर एक अनसैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन के साथ रिएक्ट हो रहा है तो इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू व्हाट? एडिशन रिएक्शन. ओके सो दिस वाज अबाउट रिएक्शन विद हाइड्रोकार्बन्स. तो सो फार हाउ मेनी रिएक्शंस दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड सो फार? पहला था मेटल, फिर नॉन मेटल, फिर ग्रेट एफिनिटी फॉर हाइड्रोजन, देन वी टॉक अबाउट अमोनिया, देन वी टॉक अबाउट अल्कली. Okay, and then we talk about with respect to hydrocarbons. All right, couple of still more chemical properties are there, but I guess यहाँ तक आपको अच्छी तरीके से समझ में आ गया होगा. Next reaction है दोस्तों, and that is about oxidation reactions. Now in oxidation reaction, I talk about say ferrous sulfate plus sulfuric acid is a medium, and chlorine is going to be used. तो आपको मिलेगा यहाँ पर Fe2SO4 thrice plus HCl. फेरिक सल्फेट, यहाँ पे Fe का चार्ज है +3, यहाँ पर Fe का चार्ज है +2. So +2 to +3 it is oxidation reaction. Similarly Na2SO3 plus H2O plus Cl2 and it is going to give you Na2SO4 plus HCl. तो देखो यहाँ पे सल्फाइड है, ये सल्फेट है. ओके अगर आप ये दोनों कंपेयर करोगे तो यू अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज अ गेन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, दैट इज ऑक्सीडेशन, एंड देयरफॉर क्लोरीन behaves as an oxidizing agent. Alright, also the oxidizing agent property can also be seen when it is going to be treated with say sulfur dioxide in presence of H2 and Cl2. It is going to give you H2SO4 as well as HCl. Similarly I2 plus H2O plus Cl2, it is going to give you HiO3 plus HCl. Okay, तो यहाँ पे सल्फर का चार्ज +4 है, यहाँ पे सल्फर का चार्ज है +6. ओके यहाँ पर आयोडीन का चार्ज है +5, यहाँ पर आयोडीन का चार्ज है 0. So in this way you can see the increase in the charge is taking place. and यहाँ पे सल्फर का ऑक्सीडेशन हुआ है, यहाँ पर आयोडीन का ऑक्सीडेशन हुआ है, and therefore chlorine behaves as a very good oxidizing agent. Okay, दूसरा जो important property है, chemical property, and that is bleaching action. We talk about the bleaching action of chlorine. अब यहाँ पर दोस्तों याद रखिएगा मॉइस्ट क्लोरीन इज अ वेरी गुड ब्लीचिंग एजेंट। ओके, क्या बोला मैंने? ब्लीचिंग एक्शन में मॉइस्ट क्लोरीन इज अ वेरी गुड ब्लीचिंग एजेंट। कैसे? मैं उसका रिएक्शन बताता हूँ आपको, एंड दैट इज Cl2 when treated with H2O, it is going to give you HCl as well as HOCl. HOCl मतलब हाइपोक्लोरस एसिड है, वो डिकम्पोज हो जाएगा और वो देगा HCl प्लस नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन। अभी जो दाग है, ओके, दिस इज नथिंग बट कलर्ड ऑर्गेनिक मैटर और वेजिटेबल मैटर। ओके, वो जो दाग लगे हुए हैं उसके साथ ये नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन रिएक्ट करेगा एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू अ कलरलेस ऑर्गेनिक मैटर या कलरलेस वेजिटेबल मैटर। एंड इस तरीके से भी से वो दाग निकल जाते हैं, कलर का कलरलेस हो जाता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी से इट इज अ गुड ब्लीचिंग एजेंट। लेकिन दोस्तों याद रखिएगा, ये किसने काम किया है? ये O ने काम किया, और वो कहाँ से आ रहा है? H2O से आ रहा है। और इसलिए हम लोग बोलते हैं कि द मॉइस्ट क्लोरीन, दिस वन, okay, this moist chlorine is very important because we cannot use a dry chlorine. Okay, it is not a dry bleach. जैसे हमने आपको सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड के बारे में बोला था, ऐसा ये नहीं है। This is moist chlorine which is going to behave as a very good bleaching agent. Okay, so I hope you have understood the chemical properties of chlorine very well. Okay, where we talked about first one was metals, then non-metals, then reaction with hydrogen, then the reaction with ammonia, then the reaction with alkali. Okay, then we talk about with hydrocarbons, then the oxidizing agent property and the bleaching action property. So these are the 8 different chemical properties of chlorine. Now my dear friends, the last point under chlorine, and that is uses. उसके बहुत सारे uses है, वो हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। सबसे पहला, इट इज यूज्ड फॉर द ड्रिंकिंग वाटर स्टरलाइजेशन। It can be used as a disinfectant in small concentration, and hence it can be used for sterilization, that is removal of or killing of disease causing microorganisms. Next one is, it is used for the bleaching purposes with respect to wood pulp, and that can be in turn used in paper, rayon, cotton and other textiles. Next thing is, in metallurgy, it is used in the extraction process of noble metals such as gold and platinum. It is used in the preparation of many dyes, coloring substances, drugs, okay, and important organic compounds. कुछ नाम देता हूँ मैं आप लोगों को, they are very common and they are widely used. CCl4 carbon tetrachloride, okay, one of the best solvents being used. फिर क्लोरोफॉर्म, आप जानते ही हो इसके बारे में, okay, then DDT which was being used as an insecticide, then we used refrigerants. One of the common refrigerant is CF2Cl2, chlorofluorocarbons इसे बोलते हैं CFCs, okay, जो मैंने आपको डिप्लीशन इन ओजोन लेयर के दौरान बताया था। So dichloro difluoromethane, so they can be used by the from the preparation of these particular important compounds, and that is chlorine. Next one is, it is also used in the preparation of poisonous gases. अब poisonous gases की जब हम बात करते हैं तो उसमें पहला है फॉस्जीन, जिसका फॉर्मूला है COCl2, okay, COCl2, it's not cobalt, please, capital C capital O. Next one is, we have got tear gas, अश्रु गैस इसे बोला जाता है, CCl3NO2. We have mustard gas. मस्टर्ड गैस का फॉर्मूला है Cl, CH2CH2, सल्फर है CH2CH2Cl. Okay, so this is mustard gas. These are all poisonous gases, my dear friends. Okay, it can be used also in the war purposes, okay, to make sure that the enemies cannot attack us, and if they attack us, then there is a possibility that they can die. All right, so the release of that is going to be done at such distances that it can attack the enemies. So these are the various uses of chlorine. First is it is used as a disinfectant, or we can say used as a sterilization for drinking water purposes. Okay, it can be used in the bleaching action. Okay, in wide number of materials. Okay, next one is in metallurgy for the extraction of very noble metals. So basically we can use it in hydrometallurgy and processes like that. Next is preparation. We can do it by for dyes, various types of drugs, very important compounds also. जैसे कि मैंने आपका example दे दिया था already, that is CTC जिसे बोलते हैं carbon tetrachloride. Okay, one of the best solvents, organic solvents which is being used. Okay, chloroform हुआ, DDT हुआ, refrigerants हुआ. Okay, और फिर मैंने आपको जैसे बताया poisonous gases बनाने के लिए क्लोरीन का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, which can be used in wars. Alright, so this is all about chlorine. जहाँ पर I spoke about with respect to the preparation, then we discuss about the properties, physical as well as chemical properties, and then the next important point is about the uses. Alright, now one of the most important thing which I want you to understand, and that's the reason I kept it at towards the end also, and that is, can you ever imagine that from the salt also the chlorine gas can be prepared? देखो कैसे बनाया जाता है. Okay, and that is, what we do is we take NaCl, we treat this with H2SO4, it results in the formation of NaHSO4 plus HCl. Okay, our second step में this HCl will react with MnO2 and it is going to give you MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. तो अगर ये दोनों रिएक्शन को हम लोग ऐड करें तो HCl and HCl gets cancelled, तो हमें मिलेगा NaCl plus H2SO4 plus MnO2. Okay, NaCl, H2SO4 and MnO2 giving NaHSO4 plus MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Okay, so this is the way we are commercially, this is very important process by which chlorine can be prepared. Okay, so how commercially it is going to be prepared? So apart from decon process भी मैंने आपको बताया था, oxidation of HCl by atmospheric oxygen in presence of copper chloride as a catalyst at 723 Kelvin. This is another very important process of preparation of chlorine. So it's something which is very significant, and that's why I thought I will just explain you towards the end so you remember this very well. Two-step process. Once again I repeat, NaCl treated with sulfuric acid, you get sodium hydrogen sulfate and HCl. The HCl used will be treated with manganese dioxide and it gives you manganese chloride plus H2O plus Cl2, and then you add both the reactions. So देखो नमक और sulfuric acid और manganese dioxide के साथ heat करो. Okay, so you get sodium hydrogen sulfate MnCl2 H2, and of course the chlorine gas, greenish yellow chlorine gas will be formed. Alright, so this is all about chlorine and I hope you have understood this very well. Okay, उसके बाद we are going to discuss one compound of chlorine, ना तो सुना ही होगा आप लोग ने, and that is HCl. Okay, क्या बोलेंगे उसको? HCl. जैसे दोस्तों मैंने बताया था हमें क्लोरीन का एक कंपाउंड डिस्कस करना है, that is about HCl. तो सबसे पहले दोस्तों उसके प्रिपरेशन की ओर नजर डालेंगे. प्रिपरेशन में we talk about NaCl plus sulfuric acid. ये रिएक्शन आपको बताया अच्छी तरीके से. So it is going to give you NaHSO4 as well as HCl. ठीक है, अभी सेकेंड स्टेप में NaCl is once again treated with NaHSO4, तो as a result of which you get Na2SO4 as well as HCl. Okay, around 420 Kelvin पे ये रिएक्शन होता है. Okay, between NaCl as well as H2SO4. अब ये जो है HCl मिला है, okay, that can be dried. Okay, by using the drying agent or dehydrating agent, and that is nothing but concentrated sulfuric acid से आप dry कर सकते हो उसको. Okay, so this is the method of preparation of HCl. अब हम जाएंगे उसके physical properties की तो, और जब physical properties की बात होती है, the first thing is it is a colorless gas with a pungent odor. Okay, मतलब very irritating odor. इसलिए तो दोस्तों HCl को हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड नहीं बोलते, उसको बोलते हैं हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड. ओके अब ये जो हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड है गैस है can be easily converted into a liquid form. This liquid boils at around 189 Kelvin and it freezes to a white solid at around 159 Kelvin. ठीक है? The next property is it is going to be soluble in water, highly soluble in water. और जब वो वाटर में soluble हो जाता है that means it gets converted into aqueous state, तभी उसको बोला जाता है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. ओके जब तक वो वाटर में उसको ट्रीट नहीं किया है तब तक हम उसको क्या बोलेंगे हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड. बट व्हेंस इट कम्स इन कांटेक्ट विद वाटर देन ओनली वी कॉल इट एज व्हाट हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. So these are the important physical properties. One method of preparation which is involving 2 steps, and then this physical properties of HCl. I hope it's very clear to all of you all. दोस्तों अभी हम शुरू करेंगे with chemical properties of HCl. I was talking about the acidic properties of HCl. Okay, so it is nothing but HCl plus H2O. It gives you H3O plus Cl minus. इसका dissociation constant value is 10⁻⁷. Alright, and therefore we say it is a strong acid. और ये तो मैं आपको already बता चुका हूँ that it is always in presence of water that we call it as a hydrochloric acid. Otherwise हम सिर्फ उसको क्या बोलेंगे hydrogen chloride gas. Okay, next one is reaction with ammonia. तो HCl is acidic, ammonia is basic, तो reaction तो होना ही था, and it results in the formation of white dense fumes of ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. Next one is when 3 parts of HCl, which is concentrated, is mixed with 1 part of HNO3, which is also concentrated, it gives you aqua regia. क्या देगा वो? Aqua regia. और aqua regia के पास काबिलियत है to dissolve noble metals such as gold and platinum. 3 parts of HCl, 1 part of HNO3 gives you aqua regia which dissolves in gold as well as platinum. Otherwise gold और platinum कभी dissolve नहीं होता है. Okay, लेकिन aqua regia के पास ये काबिलियत है, so gold and silver can be dissolved. Okay, in that aqua regia. The reaction I'll tell you how it is going to be, and that is when you talk about gold, H plus plus NO3 minus plus Cl minus, it gives you AuCl4 minus plus NO plus H2O. Okay, this is solid yellow. This is a yellow colored solution. Similarly, Pt plus H plus plus NO3 minus plus Cl minus gives you PtCl6 2 minus plus NO plus H2O. So this is also in the form of a solution. This is in a form of a solid, which is a clear indication that these ions which are formed as a result of formation of what? Aqua regia is having an ability to dissolve gold as well as silver. Gold as well as platinum. Okay, silver can be easily dissolved by using nitric acid and all. You get silver nitrate. Okay, but gold and platinum, they are very difficult to be dissolved. Lekin aqua regia has the power to dissolve it. Alright, so I think this HCl concept is very clear to you. जहाँ पर हम लोग ने एक method of preparation consider किया था. Actually वो 2 step था, NaCl plus H2SO4. Okay, और फिर excess of NaCl डाला था, so we get more amount of HCl. Then we discuss about the physical properties. Then we talk about the chemical properties. Alright, as far as HCl is concerned, and I think this concept is very clear to all of you all.